Hi, I'm Andy Acker, Director of Education for North America for Schluter-Systems.
And I'm Brian Bouchard, the Regional Manager for the Northeast.
What we're going to do here today, Brian, is we're going to demo what you do when you want to use a KERDI drain assembly, but you already have a two-stage drain assembly installed in the floor like we're seeing here.
Right, and you know, Andy, sometimes it's just too difficult to remove these on the job site. So with the adapter drain, we're going to show you how we can turn this drain system into a KERDI drain.
Okay, so a lot of time practicality, it's just not a good idea to try to take this whole thing out. Mostly if this was concrete slab, that could be quite time consuming.
Right.
So that top piece,
the strainer and the clamping ring, we're not going to need.
okay, so we discard that, but we're going to keep the bolts, right? Bolts
Right.
are part of the...
We need these.
Okay. So this had 3-bolt system on here.
So here's an important component that comes with this adapter drain, KERDI drain system. And this is the ring that's going to be attached here. We're going to use the bolts, but I got to finish punching out these 2 spots. I've already done this one. Okay. So I'm going to finish punching these out. And then we're going to use, which this comes included with the drain kit, it's KERDI Fix. So that's going to be adhered to the underside of this ring.
I noticed there's a lot of different bolt patterns in this adapter ring here. So you've already identified this manufacturer and the corresponding bolt pattern here in the adapter ring. So you just need to pop out those little plugs that are in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And now as far as putting the KERDI Fix on, the KERDI Fix is a urethane-based caulking. It is a requirement for this particular system to use ours. That's why we do include it in the box that the drain came in. So nice big liberal bead of this KERDI Fix around here onto the clamping ring, so it's going to make contact and get us a watertight seal to our 2-stage drain assembly. All right.
Got to line this up. Now we're
Line
going
up
to
the bolts.
reuse the bolts.
Okay.
And we're going to finger tighten these, Andy. And then we're going to use the wrench and just do one more quarter turn. Not to over tighten.
That's right.
But just make sure we're watertight and sealed.
Yeah, we don't want to over tighten those because you could actually warp this thing if you did try to tighten them down. So just finger tighten, quarter turn, that's going to be plenty. We're relying on the seal and the KERDI Fix to do the watertight seal in there, and that's all it's going to take. So that's in place. And now we've got this pliable material in here. It's going to really grab a hold of the tailpiece on this, so we're ready to go. Now I have noticed, now that we've put that on top of this lower housing, that we've raised the height here.
Yeah, this might be an issue with the tray, so let's take a look at that.
Okay, so if you did put the drain in, we're not going to push that down in all the way right now, but if we did take our tray that we're planning on using in this particular application, you could see we're still quite a bit higher than, and it won't fit on there. And you can see even if we did put it all the way up here, that you've got quite a bit of area to take up. So there is a solution for this too, isn't there?
Right.
So we have a spacer that we can put in place here on each side that raises our floor to get us up over that. So now we're going to be higher than that, so that will be our solution for that, won't it?
Right.
Now as far as this kind of material, we have different kinds of material that are available to us, but we want to make certain that it's compatible for the environment that it's going to be put in.
Right, so on concrete, we want to use either rigid foam, like we're showing here, or cement board. But if we're on a plywood deck, we could use plywood, we could use OSB, we could even use sheetrock, or the foam, or cement board.
Or cement board, so you have a lot of options.
There's a lot of options, but
Okay.
on concrete, it would be the rigid foam or cement board.
Okay, so this isn't going to just lay here dry either, is it?
No, we would use a 1/4 by 3/8 notch trowel with thin set, comb out our thin set, and then apply these panels of foam.
Seat this in, and then that's nice and supported all through there.
And again, it's a spacer, so it's going to raise up our tray.
Okay, very
right.
good. Now that we've got that spacer in there, when we would go to put our tray, well, here, let me spin this around so everybody can see that from the front. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what happens now. Okay, there we go. Now it bottoms out, and it's fully supported, right? This wouldn't be dry either, though, would it, Brian?
No. So when we're ready to set the tray, we would be using that same 1/4 by 3/8 notch trowel
Under here.
with thinset
Right.
to support the tray. And we would put thinset below the flange before we set the flange.
Before you did that,
so
and,
that's
and,
properly
and push
supported.
that down in. And you see now we're back flush and ready to go.
Yep.
We made up that space. Now this wouldn't be an issue if we were going to use a mortar bed instead of our preformed trays, right?
Right, because with the mortar bed you can compensate for whatever thickness you
Right,
might
we
have.
could do whatever we want to here underneath, whatever thickness of mortar, get your
Right.
fall away. Of course, the nice thing about the tray is it's lightweight, it's easy to cut, it's already got
already
the slope.
pitched.
It's all pitched down to the drain, so it's all ready to go.
Perfect.
So there you go. That's a pretty quick and easy way to retrofit, if you will, a traditional drain assembly and make it ready for a sealed system, right? Integrated bonding flange, total seal system on top. That's a pretty quick way to do it.
Absolutely.
So this was a good video to watch to do the instruction, but we have other instructions available for people also, right?
Yeah, for sure. Make sure to refer to our Schluter-Systems shower handbook for instructions on this and instructions on other shower assemblies as well.
Okay, great. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.